one side or not.
Huh. Well, the body has ways of shutting that down.
Except it can't because literally it restricts blood flow, so everything that was in there can't get out. So it stays.
God.
They have to drain it.
Oh.
Oh, Christ.
Can't I keep it?
I don't know about that one.
Just taxidermize it or something. Oh yeah, so that was A. B, man on top position. C, doggy style position. D, woman on top position. D, blunt trauma.
Wait. So was he getting berated by a woman, got turned on, said one wrong thing, and she just kicks him?
He said,
study. I can't imagine the study. Like, did you give her a baseball bat, or like was it just like,
hit him?
Wait a minute. If this is an actual was it I mean, probably not experimental, but if this was an actual experiment, they would have to actually inflict these.
I'm assuming they were just observing what came in. It's probably an observational study.
But what's even better though is like if it was randomly selected, then the guys didn't know they were about to get blunt force trauma.
For science, are you ready for us?
Like they blindfolded all of them, and then you fell into one category.
Oh yeah, and then E,
this
rolling
category
over.
Just gets to get rode too hard. This category is just gonna have to masturbate in a really bad way. You though, you're getting hit with the bat.
Mafia and they fucking
You were getting hit with the bat. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is a really weird last category too. Rolling over fracture. So is that like kickstand, but you went too hard?
It's morning wood, but you roll over or something. I don't know.
Morning kickstand, yeah, but too much weight.
Fat guy kickstand. Okay.
The only other interpretation I could think would be like a torsion type twist thing.
Oh god.
And you roll it that way, and it fractures.
Roll it in the other plane. Okay, I see.
I don't know, man.
You have to see if you can beat your personal record of how many times you can twist it around. And then, like...
We got about 1.5.
This is for science, Crystal.
Does she buy it?
Not at all, probably.
She does like science.
Imagine just
give it
like...
that.
Oh gosh, you have to write your, like, thesis on this, and, like... They
No,
don't even tell anyone, and then they're just reading it, and they're like, what the fuck?
We're only, like, I think that's, like, halfway through the first paragraph, so it gets...
If this was a research paper that I had involved myself in, I would totally make sure people read it with no introduction whatsoever.
Hey, Justin.
Is there?
If you simply use purge upon the shrieker, it immediately dies.
Really?
Yeah.
This is
That
why
was
your
easy.
boy went to med school, so he could stare at fractured dicks.
That's gotta be, like,
Honestly,
traumatizing.
yeah.
I just troll the ER, just like, oh, I got any dick injuries today?
Like a fucking crack addict.
I need more data points.
That's exactly how it is, though.
How about this guy? This guy, he was in a motorcycle accident. He won't feel it if we also just...
Imagine being that poor guy who has to call around the country to different hospitals. Hey, do you have any of these fractures?
Hey, I need your dick pics.
They could just ask for comatose patients.
Any chance he's gonna wake up in the next 3 months? Nah? Alright. Let's go.
Fractures.
Any way I can get permission to, you know, hit his dick with a baseball bat. We're gonna need it to be erect though, so get some blackjack and hookers or something.
You could just hook it up to an IV.
Just manually pump it up.
Whisper.
Like a balloon.
God, to do that properly, you'd have to know the PSI inside. Oh, I wonder what that answer is.
Oh, I'm sure that involved, plenty of experiments.
Yikes.
Building models.
Okay, we used the chi-squared test for contingency analysis for the populations under study. P is less than 0.05. The patient's age ranged from 18 to 66. 66?
I hope that was the one in the masturbatory / penile manipulation category.
Hey man, those old people get busy in the nursing homes.
I mean
they've
there we
seen
go.
it all.
STDs are very prevalent.
Well, I mean, what else do you do? Your wife's probably dead.
Oh.
You don't usually live in nursing homes with your significant other anymore.
No, they're usually dead. You're not wrong.
Like, it doesn't not happen, but it is very rare. Usually, once one goes, that's when the family decides to stick the other one in there because they're like, well,
Because they can't take care of each other.
you're hopeless.
God.
Cause like if they're both getting old, then usually at like one point someone might be taking care of the other. So.
Mean of 39 years. Okay.
Okay.
At least the mean is at a range where it's like, okay, that's pretty average for sexually active people. In the
39-year-olds, are you sexually active with Justin?
0.
Jesus.
Enough.
There you go, Joe. There you go.
Investigation of the injury mechanism identified sexual trauma as the main etiological factor involved in 69 cases. Nice.
Perfect.
The sexual position at the time of the injury varied, with 23 cases, with 25.5% occurring in the man on top, 37 cases, 41% in the doggy style, and 9 cases, 10% in the woman on top. We did not observe the differences between the severity of the PF between the doggy style and the man on top. P is equal to 0.9595. Okay,
So
that's good. That's pretty.
So I guess put the lady on top, huh?
Apparently.
Granted, though, that could also just be indicative of which sexual styles are more common,
That
as
too.
opposed to which ones present injury.
But the doggy style had more severity of PF when compared to women on top.
Okay, so don't
Doggy.
him, huh?
Okay.
That's a bummer.
And and when compared to penile manipulation, as I call it.
I like that term.
Is there like a diagram that can tell me what that means? Like I don't. Like that can be like any.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay. I'm 66.
When you're
Apparently.
66, then you're ready to learn the art of penile manipulation.
Ow. The man on
'Cause
top.
at that point, everything's worn enough that you can just use it as a lasso, anyways.
Making me sad. You
Wonder Woman.
could probably tie your. Oh god, I don't even. I was gonna say tie your
I like how that thought started, and then he's just like, you know what? No, never mind.
Well, like, all the other shit we're talking about that's for science. What I was about to get into is just it just shouldn't be heard.
Yeah, this is just the abstract, for the record. Like, ooh, I wonder if it'll cost me anything to get the full text.
Probably, but I mean, if you're really curious, you could try to track down one of the authors and send them an email. They might be so excited that somebody's reading it. Just say it's for college.
I'm learning.
But then Justin would be lying.
Well, I mean, he is in college. He can say
Yeah.
I'm a UW-Madison student.
I could use the fucking library of I actually forget what they call that, but there's a web page that has like a bunch of different directories to the various journals. This one's in. Oh, that's not helpful.
Science journals are a surprisingly shifty business.
Yeah. Apparently, if you really want to know, you could just email these people, and chances are they're more than likely
willing to send you a
you a copy.
Upload. Yeah. But that's because what they have to pay to put their article in, and then you have to pay to get the fucking article, and they don't get that money.
Nope.
It all goes to the fucking journal. Sometimes small kickbacks to the school or research foundation, but usually it's just all for the journal.
International Journal of Impotence Research.
Oh, good.
I wonder if the school has that one.
Entire journal about that?
There's an entire journal based on impotence.
God.
Jared knows what he needs to subscribe to now.
It's IJIR with the subtext, Your Sexual Medicine Journal. These are just the thirsty scientists. Oh my god. Can that be my next screen name?
Thirsty scientist.
The thirsty scientist. Dr. Physics moving up in the world.
It just be Doctor Thirsty Scientist.
Dr. Thirsty PhD. Dr. Thirst.
Boogie. What do you get your doctorate in? Female manipulation, bitch. You should see how well I can work this thing.
That costs extra.
What I'm about to show you is illegal in 3 countries. I had to study abroad in Denmark to perform my research.
Ooh.
Upload complete. Alright.
Oh. Is that your homework?
Well, now I have to figure out a way to slap this graph on there.
Copy paste, or what is it called? Snip and sketch tool. That's a good one.
Yeah, snip is
sketch, baby.
fucking love that ability or that tool.
Ability.
Thank you. It's on my home bar actually permanently, so it pops up.
It's a good one. Back in my day, it was just called a snipping tool.
Yeah, snipping tool. I still call it
Back in
snipping
my
tool.
day, it was called a glue stick.
Yeah, there were those dark ages. Yeah. Fucking glue stick.
Yes.
Wait a minute, is this journal a subsect of Nature? Why does it say nature.com? Oh, cheeky.
Are you nature?
Well, Nature is a really big journal.
Well, yeah, if you want to get that many rolls in. I imagine starting from a larger specimen makes it easier.
Yeah.
Hey, JC, won't you die for me? Hosanna, Hosanna.
You just say G's in the hose, and I... Sweet.
You know what?
That's the JC for me.
Hey, baby.
I'm curious here. Let's go to Whisk. Actually, UW Madison Library.
Come here, Mr. Untitled Spreadsheet.
Databases. I like databases. Preferably Nature, apparently. Find articles, catalog, databases, browse by type. Yeah.
Table.
Oi.
Oi. Can I just like insert something? You think? Would be that easy?
Ah, here we go. Press my subject title. Um, nature.
I found a slowdown arrow and an unknown body part. I'm gonna eat it.
Eat it. Yeah, Jared likes to munch.
Is it like
That's-
Skyrim where you just learn things by eating then?
Yes, that's what the elves do in this world.
Yeah. The elves learn people's memories by, you know, sampling.
That's one term for it.
Yeah. Zana ho Zana.
Nature.
Burb.
Subjects.
Maybe if I do it like this, I can manipulate shit the way I'm trying to do. Oh. No, it doesn't like that. Alright,
What program are you working in?
now?
Yeah.
What is this? Google Spreadsheets.
I don't use that one too often. Just Excel.
I don't have Microsoft Office.
Does your school not give you a copy of the Office?
They do. I don't
Okay.
want to or I don't want to sync up my Windows 10 with my school account.
That's
Can't
fair.
remember if it came with my... If it tuition pays for it, or if there was a little fee for it, I can't remember.
I haven't had to pay for any extra software or extra fees for software outside of what I pay for tuition.
Gotcha.
So hopefully, but never. Maybe they just don't like Cade.
They're just like, you know what, whatever.
You know what? Fuck this kid. And then Cade's
I was
just
a
like,
semester away from classifying as like full free tuition,
Oh, did I find it?
but I didn't get that.
Yep, June 2017. This is the article.
Cade, oh, why not?
Can I
Cade, you're not poor enough to be free.
get the full?
Well, they instituted the policy like after I joined, and it only counted for transfer students and incoming freshmen. So I was already a freshman of one semester. So they're like, nah.
That's bullshit.
I even like asked about it too, and they're like, yeah, no, there's just nothing we can do. I was like, okay, oh, that's nice.
Bullshit.
It's whatever though. Do it the old-fashioned way, the old American way. Debt.
Debt, baby. That's the way, I guess. Destroy document.
Oh. Oh. Is that
That's
what
a
it's
term.
called? Just delete?
I guess. Like that's a dramatic way of saying delete. Holy shit.
Just incinerate document.
Fucking burn it. Yeah, no, send it to OneNote. OneNote needs them. Hey.
OneNote's pretty okay.
Yeah, I
haven't
don't
used
have a
it in a long
major
time.
issue with it.
If I get more used to it, I think I'd appreciate it more, but
Insert.
most of my stuff's already on like Drive and stuff, so
OneNote's got its use. My laptop's got the fancy pan and touchscreen, so I can utilize the notebooks pretty thoroughly. Oh, good. Here we go. Alright. Come up here. Make it big. Oh, shit.
You know, I wonder if I can get this through Google Scholar.
Google doesn't give a shit about you, Justin.
Oh, there's a whole case report. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Alright, let me try to find this damn file now. I mean, it kind of looks like garbage, but it'll do. This page 2.
Oh wow, I am like almost out of ammo.
Sneeze.
Each assignment is worth like fucking 1/10%. So it's like, do I bother? But then it's like I'm trying to keep my work ethic good. And if I start skipping these ones that really don't matter, what's going to stop me from slipping back into bad habits and eventually skipping something that does matter? So, you know,
It's official. There is no free online access to that article. It'll take 1 to 9 days. I don't got that time. Alright. You're right, not to email them. To request through the school, I can do that within 1 to 9 days. I don't fucking know. They'll be like, hey, you're not a med student.
Like,
I'm learning.
we can't see why you particularly need to know about dick manipulation. Sorry. Penile manipulation.
It's science.
I mean, you could try to make an argument that, you're studying sociological sexual behavior or some shit, I don't know.
Then they're just gonna ask for whatever paper or research you come up with because they're gonna be curious. Then you actually have an assignment to do.
Does knowing the potential harm in a certain position reduce the likelihood that a couple will use said position? That is sociology.
I'd have gone a meta way about it and tried to see whether or not like visual discomfort presents itself when making people discuss sexual injuries.
Yeah. Is the same effect portrayed when you're just simply talking about it in detail?
Yeah. Is it worse to talk to people about sexual injuries or just sexual actions? Which one do people become more uncomfortable by? See, there you go, Justin. Here's your paper.
There we go.
That lets you get an excuse to read the dick injuries paper and also gives you an idea of something to like actually research and make a name for yourself. You can be the guy that walked up to people on campus and started talking about dicks for science.
TED Talk on...
So I found if you just stood around a mall and started talking to people about sex, they got really
They were
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
But if you talked to them about sexual injuries, they were still uncomfortable.
Random people in a mall are more likely to call the cops on you if you are talking about sex in general than you are injuries.
Then they just fast walk away from you. Just introduce yourself and just, hi, I'm Justin. Did you know that about 1 in 5 men are going to sprain their dicks?
Thank you for coming. That's it. That's it. Thank you for not coming. I don't know if it comes on your conclusions.
Oh, Justin, you'll make a big name for yourself, my boy.
One way or another.
You might need to
I
be.
know that guy.
You might need to be bailed out of prison a couple times. Well, not prison, but local lockup a couple times.
Yeah.
But we'll be there for you. We'll help your research.
Okay.
Theoretically, if you get grant money from the university, you can just use that.
Bail. Post bail with grant money.
I mean, honestly, like, I feel like if you went to jail, you'd make the news, and then the university would take, like, fire or heat for it, so they'd have to come to your rescue, so it didn't look as bad on them. They'd be like, oh, no, you didn't understand. It's for science.
Don't worry, he's taking...
Breakdown of Justin's expense report, 30% of it's just bail money.
Imagine testing the limits of your penis manipulation and ending up in a medical journal.
Right. Ooh, the benefit here too is if Justin ends up in lockup, he can try to talk about sex with the people there too.
I assert my dominance that way.
It's
Finds
more,
out
it's
that
more
people
data
in prison
points.
do not get uncomfortable when talking about.
They were the most receptive out of any of my target groups.
In fact, they were too receptive.
Tier. Redacted. just a bunch of water stains on this page.
Oh no.
From the tears, damn
From
it.
the tier.
Of course, from the tears. Otherwise, that would imply he was writing while this stuff was happening.
It's for science.
The field notes, I can't be too sure.
There's like a date memo log going on. It's just,
Like if
Day
a
one
tape
of
recorder, you'll just hear day one. They were very receptive. I'm going to attempt some penile torsion techniques.
the audio log in the prison.
I'm going to attempt to inflict torsion. Hold on. Ah!
Stop. Too far. I hope you're writing all this down, Justin. We expect.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just playing with a controller.
Maybe.
Now league play, my boy.
Oh no.
That's where it's at.
I have like 7 days until the battle pass is over, so I have to go up 2 more levels to get take on me.
Oh shit.
Take on me. I ain't gonna break even on this battle pass if I decided to pay for it.
That
Now
next
you gotta-
one's pretty cool. It's like Vietnam themed. It's like jungle. Oh.
Really?
Mm.
Hmm. I'd be
Yeah,
down
season-
for jungle. I love
I
jungle.
saw the season 2 cinematic, yeah, it looks Vietnam-y. And based on what they showed in the cinematic, I'm assuming they're highlighting the death machine coming back as a score streak, as
Kill
well as
streak,
the
okay.
crossbow coming as a weapon.
Huh.
I enjoyed
Unless the crossbow's a score streak, I don't know.
I mean, the China Lake isn't, so.
They could even use the death machine as a score streak since the war machine is.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
So, who knows? We'll see how they work those in. There was a very, very tiny teaser of the next Zombies content on their Twitter, but it's like almost nothing helpful.
Yeah, I mean they just released the new one, so.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious what their rollout schedule is going to be like. They didn't release anything, or they didn't release this map alongside of the season. It was like halfway into it.
Yep.
So
True.
I'm curious if that's going to become the norm, or if it's just going to be like entirely unrelated to the seasons, or you know, if they're going to try to normalize it here. Worst case scenario is they do it every other season, because there wasn't anything for most of season 1.
Oh yeah, well they might just decide to roll it out faster earlier, and then once the game pitters its life away a little bit, they'll.
I'm hoping. There's an unusual amount of rumors regarding a Kino remaster for some reason. Again. And there were a lot of rumors that made it seem like in Ops 4 already they had more or less finished remastering the transit maps. But for whatever reason they didn't add them to Blops 4. So they might be just done and sitting in a cabinet somewhere.
So they did
Horribly.
it to Kino twice. That's funny.
I could maybe see the thought process because, like, so Noct was done here, and they showed us an entire other section of it being like a research base. That was a base map. Kino is a base map, and it doesn't have a super involved setup either. So I could see them maybe taking that as an excuse to show you some alternate sections of the theater where shit was done.
Or taking some of the alleyways out.
They could just
Well,
change it up. Like they could make some parts of Kino be completely inoperable, or they could just change the layout of the room entirely.
And that's why, like, I'd be curious to see how they'd work it, because I think time-wise, we visit Kino in, like, the 60s or 70s anyways. So, theoretically, it should be in a very similar state if we're not time-traveling here. Granted, different universe. So, I don't know.
Minus the Nazi imagery, too.
Yeah, we'll see if they, cut that. Seems to be
Most
the
likely
trend.
will.
It's easier for them to make one version of the game.
Yeah, Germany don't like Nazi signs.
Nope.
World at War, apparently they had to,
Iron
heavily
Crosses,
alter for the
baby.
German release. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
That's
Cade.
it.
What's the better way to grind you here?
We're grinding on Cade.
I was gonna say we
And I'm
just
missing
went over
out.
Cade.
we just went over this. He has to be on. Somebody's got to be on top, and whoever's doing the work should be on the bottom. That's how
How
you
about we
reduce
just do-
the PF.
How about we do the lazy dog?
You're both on your side,
Yeah.
like spooning, but not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sad. Be glad.
It says he's in Firebase Z in a match-made game.
You matchmaking?
Full.
It's solo, so it's interesting. Like,
Oh,
Let me know when you got an exfil, baby. I'll
I
jam
have
with
the
you.
X-Wheel at the moment, so
I'll jam with you. We can do some, or do MP or whatever you think's gonna help you get